Hello guys, welcome to the Franchise Tag Podcast with me, Freddie Hall, Sky Lawrence Bank here as well. And we are at the BigKid Foundation charity flag football event organised by Efe Obada, Shaninga. We've got all the big names here today. What a fantastic event it is as well. Loads going on so far, Sky. Can the weather hard out for it is the thing.
I know, typical British weather today, but I don't think that will impact the arm wrestling that's been talked about. Lots and lots of stuff going on. As you can see, the kids are having lots of fun. Efe's going to get involved later as well, so keep your eye out for that one. But yeah, great event, and as you said, Freddie, lots of people to interview, so plenty more content to come.
And plenty more people here as well. Some names they didn't expect to be here. Troy Deeney just walked through the door. I mean, that's pretty cool. A lot of people are here for what is a fantastic event and what is a fantastic charity as well. I'm sure you can go and help out and support them online. We'll definitely do links to their websites, and also more interviews coming your way in this episode. I feel like I missed a big moment. Was that a touchdown? Dang! Missed it. Anyway. Right, ready, cool. So we have Shaninga with us here today, part of the BigKid Flag Football Foundation. And the foundation bit is helping so many youths all across London, all across the UK. Really special moment today for you. I mean, the cheering, the amount of involvement everybody's been having, this must make you feel really proud to see all this come together.
Oh man, it's amazing, dude. I can't tell you how awesome this feels. And this is our 15-year anniversary. Wow. We've been here 15 years as a registered charity, and this is a great way to celebrate it, to start off our 15-year celebration. So yeah, having Efe here, having Semtex, having Phoebe, those are 3 of our ambassadors, all here on the same day. Amazing. Phoebe just came back from the Bahamas this morning. Yeah. Semtex was at what's that festival in Wireless? He was at Fet Wireless in Tottenham last week, and here we are. And Efe's around, man. So it's been great.
Great. And also Troy Deeney.
Troy Deeney was a surprise
here as well.
Troy Deeney came from nowhere, and I was just like, yo, what's this guy? Where's he come from, man? And that was amazing, yeah.
I mean, I'm a Villa fan, so I still vaguely want to chat to him, but I know there's there might be that vague animosity between you.
He's cool, man. He's cool. He's a cool dude.
So, like, charity events like this, which are so successful, what is the key for this transitioning, this sort of event that transitions into the future? Because it's all well and good these things happening on the day. What's the workforce that goes on behind the scenes to continue the message and continue the journey that BigKid has created?
Absolutely. So this is just like a flashpoint in what we do all year round. So we run flag programs out of schools. There's after school clubs. We've got a regular program out of here every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. every single day, every single Tuesday of the year. And then we've got programs running every Friday in Liverpool Park and then all parts of London. So for us, flag football is happening all year round. This is just like a little flashpoint that shows everybody else what we're doing and what we're capable of doing, and how amazing the kids from South London are.
Yeah, I mean, and it really highlights that there is still, in our UK and our society, there are still problems, and there are still people out there who certainly need help. Yeah. And is there a moment for you where in your brain that's sort of triggered where you went, wow, this is something really helping the youth of South London and all across London as well? Absolutely.
So our mission is to end youth violence. That's why we exist as a youth charity. 5 years ago, when we started with Nike, NFL, and FA, and we ran a 6-week program out of Liverpool Park in Stockwell, and we took a Thursday evening where we run our football program in the heart of Little Portugal, where everyone loves football. They're off the back of winning the Euros, and we're like, actually, guys, we're going to take your session and turn it into American football. It was a high-risk situation. High-risk situation for me. But you know what? I was like, you know what? Let's take a punt. Let's see what happens. Nike were expecting 10 kids to show up. We're 70 kids show up week on week. They got prizes. The Panthers, Nike, NFL sent 2 of our kids off to the States to meet FA, which was an amazing thing. For us, the turning point was during that 6-week period, we saw kids who we've been trying to engage with for years on our football program, basketball, tennis, and it just wouldn't do it. But when we started running our flag program, because it's so inclusive, boys and girls were playing, different ages, different heights, different sizes, different speeds, and everyone's having fun. We're celebrating tags as much as we're celebrating touchdowns. We were like, this is a win-win. We have to back this. And as soon as we backed it, it all blew up, man, and this is where we are now. We've got like 150 kids here having a great time in Crystal Palace.
And is there more events to come like this? Is there anyone planned soon, or is there more of in the next few months? Obviously, football season's coming up, so really you're hoping that the numbers are going to grow and more events as well?
Yeah. So we're running our summer flag football program is going on. We've got events planned for the football season when the London games happen. So we're going to kind of tag into that and see how much we can do around Tottenham, around South London for the games. We've got our Women's Cage League happening, starting up in September. We've got a women's Baffert team happening, starting in September for the first time. We have an all-star team that's going to go around London. If you want this smoke, come and get it. You really don't want it. Our all-star team will take anyone out. And you know, we have people like Phoebe and that who play with us and train with us. So, you know, for us, flag is the future. We love football, but flag is definitely the future, and we're going to back it as long as we can.
Brilliant. I mean, I've been watching you go around, and the energy that you bring to today it's just fantastic. Like, it's really a real big blessing for the stuff and the work that you're putting in. And I know maybe a lot of thankless tasks because the work's never done. But like, on behalf of a lot of people, thank you for the work that you're doing to promote the NFL, to help youths all over London and in South London. You're doing a fantastic job here, and I hope we'll see you at the games as well.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to try and come down. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We're going to try and bring some of our kids down as well and get them to experience how amazing this sport is. Because a lot of them, this is their first time. Certainly the primary school kids, this is their first experience of the game. So this is a big deal. Can you let our viewers know also where to find your stuff online, where they can donate as well, and where they can find out about events? Yeah, you can donate on the website, BigKidFoundation.org. See us on all the socials, BigKid Foundation. Follow us on Instagram, BigKid Flag Football. That's where you find out about everything flag. It's going to be big. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Cheers, Dave. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sky Pank here for the franchise tag. Once again here with Phoebe Schecter. Lovely to see you again.
Great to see you too. We always get to meet in really cool places.
Lucky me. Lucky that the weather's starting to get better again.
I know. We'll have to put sunglasses on soon.
I know. So we've had a bit of rain, had a bit of sun, a flag event.
This is very British.
I'm going to dive straight in. What conditions do you prefer to play in?
I mean, personally, I prefer to play when it's not raining, only because the footballs are easier to grip.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Otherwise, if you're on defense, it's great if it's raining because you might get some interceptions. People aren't really throwing the football as much. So, it's a better place for us.
I think I'd prefer the rain because I think in any sport, the skill gap just sort of even like with F1, the ability really starts to shine through. So,
you're so correct.
I think you thrive in the rain. But how do you feel about, the event today is another big event. Like you said, we met so many flag events now, it's really taking off. How do you feel about, not just what FA is doing or what BigKid are doing, but just the general growth of the game at the moment?
I'm just so thrilled. And I have to say, I love FA so much, and he's done such a great job to be as talented as he is and also as humble. I mean, you see him out here with the kids, and he's just having probably more fun than the kids are sometimes. But you're right, he's so hands-on, he's so involved. But literally to see the growth of flag football is incredible. To look at where we were even a couple years ago at that first Jets-Bears event, now building up to here, and then you think, what's going to happen in 5 years from now? I mean, the trajectory is huge, and there's so much support from so many different organizations that the sky is the limit.
So, as we know, BigKid's been around since 2008 as a charity. Big impact for these kids off the field, trying to get them off the streets, away from violence. Whereas sports is very good at doing that. Can you just talk about the impact that BigKid has had and your involvement with them since you've been on board?
Yeah, so I've been an ambassador for BigKid now for about 2 years, and I've come down to a couple of the cage leagues here at Crystal Palace, and it's just awesome for me to be able to see what they're doing, right? Because it's about giving the kids a place to go with intention. When you play sport, you can be completely yourself. And these kids, they don't all have easy lives. So if they can come somewhere where they've got a great social group, they're able to compete in a healthy way, and they get to highlight who they are. And there's so much talent here. We've been able to recruit flag and tackle players to come play for Great Britain just through the BigKid Foundation. I mean, for me, it's just awesome to see.
That's massive. And I grew up in East London. We had a lot of youth centres and stuff, and then they started to get taken away. So I really love being at events like this because, like you said, just something that they get to look forward to, build relationships. With adults who can set a good example, but also people their same age. So it's really great to see.
Yeah, and that's what you need, right? You need people who, like you and I, could talk to someone and they might take it one way. But if you have someone who, literally, if someone looks like you and they're trying to tell you something, you've seen their journey, which is why FA is so pivotal for these people as a role model for all these kids, because He's like, hey, I look like you, and look what I've been able to do. And I think when you have that, you can connect with someone on an even deeper level. Like, I can offer them my experiences as a female, and sometimes that will resonate, but I've not been through everything that some of these kids have been through. So it's important that they have multiple outlets and multiple people they can go to for whatever their needs are.
Yeah, exactly. To have someone who had that understanding and inspiration as well is lovely to see. While on the subject of Efe, I mean, he apparently £200 for anyone who can beat him in an arm wrestle. That's what he said earlier. You're gonna sign up?
I saw him.
I said I'd warm up, but I don't know.
I mean, they were my leg.
I also saw him on Court Sport broke the record for on the punching machine.
Oh my
God. You'll have to give it a go.
I've done that before. Okay. I like that. That I can do. But arm wrestling, Efe, I think we have to work on people would have the same limb length, right? Like that's just not fair. His like forearm is the size of my whole arm. So
I'm not going to sign up. But if you do it, no.
Oh, if you do, though, I'll cheer you on.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I'll stick to the dancing. I'll stay away from Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. It's lovely seeing you as always.
Thank you.
And stay tuned for plenty more content coming today from the franchise side. Great event, as we mentioned. Efe is getting super involved, so I'm sure we'll get some videos of him running around with the kids later. So, yes, stay tuned.
Okay, we're here with Henry Hodgson, General Manager of NFL UK, this fantastic BigKid Foundation flag football event here today. Been a brilliant event so far, Henry. I mean, there's plenty of kids here, plenty of action. How great is it to have stars like Efe Obada here backing it and influencing these young people to get more into NFL?
It's amazing. I mean, Efe does an incredible job supporting young kids from around London and from around the UK. He's such a great role model for them. You know, he's obviously been on his own journey. He grew up in South London. He experienced some of the same issues that they do, but he didn't have flag football or American football as an outlet until a lot later on. So Efe's burning desire, if you like, is to be able to use football as a way for them to address some of the issues that they have, but also to have a great time, get kids together, and for them to see that he had this pathway that took him from here to the NFL and that they can do it as well. So he's an incredible positive influence.
It's remarkable the work this charity is doing. I mean, as we're seeing here today, everyone seems to be having fun. And I think, within the school system in the UK, NFL does get maybe a little bit forgotten about, but it's so fantastic that things like this foundation can really open kids' eyes to playing NFL and playing flag football and where that can lead them. Do you think it is sort of at that grassroots level is where we're going to see the NFL UK game grow more and more?
That's exactly right, yeah. Flag football is obviously a great way for kids, and by kids it's like it truly is boys and girls from anywhere and everywhere. There's no stigma about the sport. No one knows an awful lot about it, so everyone comes and is on a level playing field playing it. We have our NFL UK flag football program in schools, so we're reaching kids across the country, and then through the foundation we're also supporting these types of charities that are doing the same thing. So there's lots of different routes we can go to reach kids and get them playing the sport, and you're right, ultimately that's going to be how we grow the sport and get more interest, because we know that there's a link. If you play the game, you're more likely to fall in love with the sport and then watch it and engage in other ways.
And for you, who I know you're not newly into this role, but it has been in the past year or so, how exciting is it for you to be part of a project really? But it can only go one way, and that is go up and up and up and grow and grow and grow. Do you think, where do you think the heights of this NFL UK sort of brand can really go? Because there's always whispers of things that the NFL could do to make the game bigger, but as a responsibility in the UK, is there big plans coming forward that is going to be able to grow the game?
Yeah, I mean, look, fundamentally, I think the question I always get asked is like, when are we going to have more games? How many games could we have? When's the team coming here? And all of those things are sort of the top of the pile. But things like this are how we grow really the foundation of the sport. And we have a goal of being a top 3 sport amongst 12 to 24-year-olds in this country. That's really the key for us, is how do we really grow that foundation and create a base of fans so that we can have that, and from there we can really grow and continue to develop real love and passion for the game. So that's really the growth opportunity, and then from those, that's where more games and all those kind of things come from.
Yeah, I suppose it's a knock-on effect, isn't it? When one thing gets achieved, we can achieve bigger and higher things. It seems to be going crazy, don't they? But I mean, one thing with the kids running around, does it make you, get the boots on, maybe have a throw around the big screen? Does it make you want to get involved?
I think any time that we have these flag events, whether it's coaching kids or playing tournaments, I love to jump in, and I will certainly be on the field in a minute.
Nice.
Doing whatever I can. I love playing the sport. Flag football is a great sport, really, for anyone to play. And the BigKid Foundation, who are here today, did a great job. We actually took our whole office down a couple of weeks ago, and they trained everyone, and we had games. We got competitive pretty quickly. So I definitely, I think everyone loves the opportunity.
It's always good to have healthy competition.
Exactly.
You've got to remind them they've got to be able to have competition in the workplace.
Exactly.
Anyway, thank you very much. I really appreciate you chatting to us,
and
we really look forward to seeing what NFL UK can become here, because we're just at the tip of the iceberg. I think we can only get here.
Exactly.
So again, thank you for joining me.
Of course.
This is Henry Hodgson, manager of the NFL UK, general manager here. Great chat. Lots of great things to come from the BigKid Foundation flag football event here today in Crystal Palace. Well, that's been us, Franchise Tag Podcast, here at the BigKids flag football event. What a day! What an event!
Great day.
Some big ballers out there.
We had a special guest, like you said, Deeney popped up, OC popped up.
Shaninga come and chat to us.
Yeah.
I mean, Phoebe, Harry Hodgson.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a pretty remarkable day. If you need to find any information about the BigKid Foundation charity, make sure you go and check it out on their website. That's got the NFL flag football events on there, all the stuff that's coming up in the near future, in the football season as well as if you want to donate to a fantastic charity that they've got going on here, but it's just helping lots of people in London, right?
Yeah, great day for Efe. Big shout out to him and everything he's organised, and like we touched upon earlier, 15th anniversary for BigKid, so great to see the impact they're making on and off the field.
Lots more to come from us as well with the Franchise Tag Podcast. Loads more content to come to you throughout the season. The season's steadily creeping up on us now. We're in July. More content coming your way, whether it be betting, whether it be fantasy football or NFL in general. Until then, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you all very soon. Positive fans!